as we come up over here, we find these geoglyphs, these intaglios, that are called the Fort Mojave Twins. And you really can't see much from the side, so we'll put the drone up there. However, the story behind this is that these were brothers during creation. And if you look over there, that in the distance is Spirit Mountain, which for the Mojave tribe is a sacred place. And according to tradition, these two brothers are a part of creation. Now, on the other side of that, when you look at it, you're going to see one looks like a human and the other one looks like a frog. Now, there's also another story how the human was reflective of good and the frog was reflective of evil and resisted the good that needed to be done in creation. So I'm not sure which story is accurate or if either one of them apply, but let's take the drone up and take a look and see what it looks like. The Mojave Twins are two of about 120 intaglios along the Colorado River from northern Mexico to Fort Mojave. The Mojave Twins have been said to represent a spiritual form of good and evil. One twin has a large round head and attached limbs. The second has a shortened head and detached arms. The second twin likely representing evil. The more complete twin appears to represent Mustaho, the name given to the creator god by the Mojaves, according to the reference book Earth Figures of the Lower Colorado River by Boma Johnson. These geoglyphs are located on a bluff overlooking the lower Colorado River Valley. These two giant images, known as the twins, are ancient figures, and they are revered by the members of the Fort Mojave Indian tribe, who say they show their people's deep connection to the land and the river. This is a reminder of who we are, said Nora McDowell, an elder and former chairperson of the tribe. This is our home. This is what the Creator gave us. These, along with other geoglyphs, adorn the desert lower reaches of the Colorado River, where indigenous peoples flourished long before Europeans set foot in North America. Now, the geoglyphs are possibly dated 900 years BC, and it is highly unlikely that the Mojave Indian tribe actually created these geoglyphs. More than likely, it was the ancient ones who occupied the land prior to the Mojave's occupation. However, again, there are some who suggest the Mojave Indian tribes as we know them have occupied this land for the last 12,000 years. And if that is the case, which there's no way to actually prove that, but if that is the case, then it is possible that they were the creators of these huge, large figures that they have associated themselves with. Now, there are those who speculate that the geoglyphs, all these geoglyphs, were made by aliens from another galaxy, and was because of the size and enormity of these pieces of art, that it would be impossible for indigenous people or primitive people to be able to make these things to scale. However, that idea probably isn't correct. And we are amazed at the size of these intaglios, these geoglyphs, and the ingenuity and the creativity and the ability of these indigenous people to make such enormous art that obviously was not speaking to humans, because you can barely see them when you're standing at ground level. But it was speaking to their gods, an account to their gods, an acknowledgement of their gods. An amazing thing that we get to now cherish, look, and admire. I'll do a couple more flybys for you guys to check them out in even more detail.
My appetite, don't leave me here.